Because I was a very fancy individual, I wanted a card to complement it. However, the only problem was my lack of money. Whenever I got a call from some random guy, I didn't really care what he wanted me to do, because I could get money. However, it'd be really interesting for you to actually know.
And the gas prices are through the roof. Well, we can't change the weather, but maybe we can do something about the price at the pump. You think you know what's behind it? Well, the correct answer is no, you don't. You want to learn the truth? We're going to need to bring you in. We need someone with the right skill set, the right experience. You'll be one of us, working under our umbrella. Only you'll be significantly better paid.
So, we were on our way. Well, mostly. After a minor case of getting shot, we were on our way. Perfection.
All right, let's get you sworn in. Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, as interpreted by my immediate superiors in the IAA. My duties may include interrogation, phone tapping, suppressing reports, inventing reports, paying bribes, taking bribes, the trafficking of drugs and arms, the misappropriation of funds, and lying to the American people whenever strategically necessary. So help me God. I'll take your silence as an enthusiastic consent. Congratulations.
Okay, so after gathering a little bit of information, turns out that some guys that own a casino have been causing this conspiracy, which makes gas prices higher. How does that work? I don't know. All I know is that we need to go to somebody's house and steal his personal information. So all that we had to do was go up, hack the guy's computer, and then effectively evacuate the premises. Since I didn't die at all at this point, we're going to consider this the start of our first attempt. After getting some more information, turns out that another government organization is helping these guys. So, I went and got an outfit that would help me blend in on the first floor. I need to go and get the crap that they wanted. This is terrible, because people in agencies usually have guns. Alright, after a period of me losing every single one of my brain cells and getting lost, I finally arrived at the location I needed to get to. Yay. Since I had that thingy McDoodle from earlier, it was pretty easy to get all of this done. All I had to do was walk and buy some time because all the music tracks on here suck. So congratulations. I did that. Well, you may be thinking, well, that was pretty easy. So what's the whole point of this? All you did was go up a staircase. Well, I thought this was going to be pretty easy too, Timmy, but turns out it wasn't. How did I learn that? Well, you'll see right now.
Be careful. If they see you outside the construction area, they'll smell a rat.
Now that information would have been a lot more helpful a few minutes ago, but at least now I know what to do.
Tablet and some kind of miniature data storage device. See if you can find them.
Now I'm going to spare you the minutes worth of stuff that is already on here and just say, I died.
I'm empty.
That's right, boys. We're not done yet. So what ended my run this time was my game glitching and deciding to pull out my pistol. It's time for round 3. Now hear me out. What if I drove a motorcycle in the building? That's right. Dead and dead. What round are we on again? Now, unlike my other attempts, I decided that since I knew the layout of the building so well, I might as well actually try.
Find them.
So anyways, I got the stuff, left, and decided to go where I needed to go after this.
Near the depot now. There shouldn't be much security, but I strongly advise you to definitely do something about the alarms. You find the building's external fuse boxes, blow them, and you should be able to get inside without a fuss.
Which I proceeded to completely not do.
Alright, we have all the jigsaw pieces.
If you haven't noticed, this was an ambush. Well, long story short, I ended up surviving.
Good work today, Agent. Yeah, we'll get the lab rats to work on this and I'll be in touch.
Now hold on, remember what I said at the start of this video. How much exactly are all these endeavors even worth? Never again. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. Okay, here's a rundown this time. Apparently another government organization is hiding information from us. So, how are we gonna go get it? Well, by hacking drones.
Your little visits to the Bureau sent them into full-scale crisis mode.
That's some very good news.
There's no way we can operate while we're being watched. The agency does the watching. Find those drones and hack them. If we can trace them back to a base of operations, maybe we can find another clue to what the Duggins are up to.
And that's exactly what I did.
On your phone to hack it. If you're gonna destroy it, wait until the hack is complete. Yeah, I'm gonna need access to all of them to locate whatever command center they're using to run this up.
Now, I had originally had a little bit of trouble doing this because it was confusing, but really all I had to do instead of just walking there was use a car, and it took about 5 seconds after I realized that. Anyways, rinse and repeat that again, and we found out where they were.
Bingo! Looks like the drones are being run from a motel. Get over there and let's see what we can find.
So, I ran out of music to put here, so I'm just going to show you a goofy transition at the end, because, I don't know, that's the best thing I got.
Take some advice from somebody who spent a lot of his professional life dealing with these stuffed shirts. Be prepared.
Anyways, we hacked the computer, and turns out, it was a trap.
Oh boy. These plans are... oh no! Get out! It's a trap! Repeat! Exit the building immediately! Agent! Do you copy? Agent! into an unmarked IAA vehicle, blow it up, and make it look like one of our field ops went bad. You don't have long. Defuse the bomb and bring the van to us. We're gonna need it as evidence if this operation goes south.
Yeah, that went from 0 to 10 very quickly.
Okay, I've spoken to one of our explosive experts, and she says your best defusal strategy is to rotate the bomb's mirror system to guide its lasers to destroy the blue data packets only. Leave the red ones up and running. If you destroy those, you're gonna make things a lot harder for yourself.
Okay, so this actually turned out to be pretty easy. But you know, the worst part about it wasn't really the whole bomb thing. It was the whole outside thing. Fun fact, I'm not a very good driver, so here's all the times that I crashed on the way to the simple objective.
On the lack of a huge explosion, I'm gonna assume that was a success. Get the van back here. Van back in one piece. Please try to keep the van in one piece. I'd hate to lose a valuable piece of leverage against our friends in the Bureau. How is this office? You know, we have a saying at the agency. You haven't really left the academy until the Bureau makes a serious attempt on your life. Well, as of today, that's you.
Yes, because this casually happens. All the time, apparently. Just so you know, this is the same van from earlier. Just a lot worse.
Improvisation, adaptation, sheer blind luck, throwing some heat stroking. That's the formula. Good work. I'll be in touch.
Hey, look at that. That's actually decent.